I'm Glenn Young, GPS Photography and Video, GPSPhotoandVideo.com for Amazon's fitness magazines. And joining me is NPC wellness competitor, Melissa Guerrero.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So you tell us a little bit about who is Melissa Guerrero.
Well, I am a NPC competitor, hopefully IFBB Pro soon.
Okay.
And this will be my second wellness show.
Okay.
I started out as figure, took a long break from competing, still worked out on and off, but just took a long break from competing. And last year I got the itch again and I'm back.
So how long have you been competing all
Total, I would say about 7 years.
Okay. So you started out in figure. What caused you to switch?
I always wanted to do wellness. When I first started competing, I thought wellness was already in the States, so I was prepping for wellness, and then I got a coach, and he was like, yeah, we don't have wellness. You either need to do bikini or figure.
Wow.
And your legs are huge, so I would say do figure.
So, do you have a coach now?
I don't. I coach myself.
So tell us that story. You coach yourself,
Yes.
which is unusual.
Yes.
Highly unusual. So
Yeah, it's
Tell me.
a lot of people are impressed by that. I do it mainly because I suffer from autoimmune issues. But I have had coaches in the past, and every time I had a coach, I would always pick their brains. I was never one to just do what they say.
Right.
So I always pick their brains. So I am grateful for them, and I learned a lot from them. But I feel like at the end of the day, no one can push me the way I push myself, you
Right.
know, and no one knows how I feel, especially when I'm sick. There's times where I can't work out for 3 days. There's times where I'm feeling great and I can do 5 hours. There's times where I need to adjust my diet according to how I feel. I might need to add more fruits, more carbs, where some coaches, they would just say absolutely not. But I know how to work around that, and I know how to, I say at the end of the week, make it kind of commends for itself. So I like coaching myself. I'm not opposed to having a coach in the future. I know that there'll probably come a time where I hit a plateau, and I'll probably need to have a coach to help me move past that. So I'm not opposed to it, but I feel like right now I can still manage.
So your last show, you actually coached yourself.
I did.
And you did well.
I got
really
overall.
well.
Yep.
Overall winner. Where are you from?
I'm from Jersey. Yes.
What part?
I'm in northern Jersey, 20 minutes from Manhattan.
But you recently moved to Charlotte.
To Charlotte, yep.
Okay. What do you think about the Charlotte Pro coming up next week?
Hopefully I'm going to be there to watch it.
I hope so.
I definitely want to see the pros on stage. I also would like to see some of the amateurs on stage from the area.
Johnny Stewart's production, that's his show. So what do you think about North Carolina after moving? You've been
I
there
love
how long?
it. Like 7 months.
Okay.
But I love it.
Okay.
I was not, like, I'm from Jersey, but I never really was, like, in love with Jersey. So I love North Carolina.
So now, what brought you to Charlotte? Just, I want to move to Charlotte. Something brought you.
My
Someone.
boyfriend.
Your boyfriend's in the background, Mike. So tell me that a little bit about that story.
Okay, so me and Mike, we met on Instagram, but
There you
not
go.
really. Not really. Not
Okay.
really. We went to school together many moons ago, and he was my 5th grade crush. And I didn't know he was my 5th grade crush when we met on Instagram, and he didn't know that he was my 5th grade crush ever until I told him afterwards when I saw the pictures of him as a kid, and I'm like, you were my 5th grade crush, and then here we are.
Good stuff. All right, so let's get to it. You are getting ready for Junior USAs in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yep, 5 weeks away.
5 weeks away, May 14th. How
Yes.
do you feel?
I feel good.
This is the show.
This is the show to get the pro card.
You're claiming it.
I'm claiming
Good
it.
stuff.
It's mine.
Melissa Guerrero. Did I say that right?
Yes.
All right. When we come back, we're going to talk more as we get ready, as she gets ready for the Junior USAs in Charleston, South Carolina. So we'll be right back. Glenn Young, Amazon's fitness magazine comes out 1 May. What do you think about Amazon's fitness magazine?
It's going to be the best.
I know. And obviously you're going to be in it. 5 weeks out, how are you feeling? What's your meal plan like? What are you eating? And I want to get back to the point that you're coaching yourself. That's meals, that's your workouts, that's everything.
Everything. So right now, the fields have officially hit. The prep fields. I usually do like very long preps because I like taking long off seasons.
Right.
So at first it's slow, and the weight doesn't come off really quick, and I'm okay with that because like I said, I like taking long preps, especially with having to be specific with my diet and not taking things out too soon. But now at 5 weeks out, things are starting to come off. Certain foods are starting to be eliminated, and it's just basically the basics that are in right now. And the training is more intensive. The cardio is obviously more intensive. So it's like, I'm hungry.
What is in the diet? What meat?
I have a little bit of everything.
Okay.
I just recently took out the red meat because for me personally, with my body, fish and chicken work best at this late in prep. So I just took out the red meat probably about 2 weeks ago. And around 2 weeks ago is when the conditioning really started to come in.
So tell me a little about, you're an entrepreneur, about your supplement line.
Yes,
coming out, right?
We have a supplement line coming out. It's the Body Factory Nutrition. Okay. And it's going to be tailored to all type of athletes, bodybuilders, martial artists, runners, to everyone. We're going to have vitamins as well, joint support, inflammation, the typical creatine, whey protein. So it's going to be tailored for everyone, not just specifically bodybuilders, even people that just want it as a lifestyle thing.
Okay, what's the name of it again?
The Body Factory.
The Body Factory. When are you looking at launching that?
We are hopefully launching in the summer. Okay. So June, July of this year, and we're going to be out for everyone.
Looking forward to the Body Factory. So you coach yourself. Likewise, you coach others as well. Others, yes. How many athletes? What are you looking to do? How would what do you tell people that are coming out that's looking for a coach? Now, you've been in the game long enough that you know what works and you're coaching yourself. Right. But for that athlete out there that's looking for a coach, what should they be looking for? The first thing I always explain to them is that there are different federations. Find the federation that you want to compete in, because each federation, as you may also know, has their own set of rules, and some people, they want to take one route, and there are other supplements in other federations that are allowed, and some are not. And I always say it's a personal thing. You have to decide what you want to do, how far you want to go, and in what federation. Okay. Is there any particular thing as far as they should be aware of? Obviously the costs, but if you're going to coach them, what do you look for in the athlete as far as, is it work ethic? Is it be like, wow, is this person really worth my time? Accountability. There's a lot of people that they want to do a show, and they follow a lot of athletes, and a lot of athletes. Well, they think they want to do. They think they want to do a show until they actually get in there. Right. They follow a lot of athletes, but a lot of athletes always post their highs, so they don't really know what happens behind the scenes. Right. So I'm very real with them. It's hard. There's going to be times where you're going to say no to people when they invite you. There's going to be birthdays that you're going to miss. Right. Especially when you're really close to showtime. There's going to be times where if you can't control yourself, you can go out and have fun, but there's some people that they just rather not even have that temptation. Right. And when you look at it, they see the culmination. They see the stage, but they don't see week one, the check-ins, the cardio, the early mornings, and they don't see the cake in your face that you want to eat, the waking up early to do the extra cardio, because a lot of those people come from just going to the gym and in one session doing 20 minutes of cardio and some light weights, so now it's like, you have to do this amount of cardio, this amount of weights, you have to eat this, you have to take these supplements, and it's a whole routine that you have to get used to. What do you look for in a sponsor? people that would sponsor. Because obviously, and that's the whole cost of competing. The suits, the supplements.
It's very expensive. First, it's kind of like when you go to a job and you interview. You should always kind of, in the back of your head, be interviewing them as well.
Right.
So as long as their athletes are happy, that says a lot about the sponsor.
All right. So let's look ahead. It's Monday, May 16th. You wake up from the Junior Nationals.
Yes.
Just got back from Charleston, South Carolina, and you're an IFBB pro.
Yes.
What are you doing next?
There's a show in 2 weeks for IFBB pros,
really?
So that's
so
where I'm going to be.
Jump right into that smoke.
Jumping right into it.
That's the show in South Carolina?
It's in South Carolina as well. I'm jumping into it.
You're not going to slow down?
I'm already conditioned, might as well.
Well, and that's one attitude. Other attitudes, others will be like, well, I need to grow. I need, because you go out there, a lot of them, they'll get the pro card, and that's the first stage. And then they go to do that pro show. They jump to a pro show, doesn't go well, they get spanked.
Yeah. I feel like even if you don't do good, if you get your card, you should do at least one pro show that same year just to get the feedback. So then you can take off and work on what they tell you to work on.
Well, by now, when they see this video, they're going to know who Melissa Guerrero is. And she's coming to Charleston, South Carolina for the Junior USAs.
Yes.
Where did you settle in Charlotte?
What do you mean?
Where are you living in Charlotte?
We're in Huntersville.
Huntersville. And you work out at?
Huntersville Gold's Gym.
Gold's Gym. I know it well. Did a lot of photo shoots in there. That's owned by Mike Cortini.
Yes.
And obviously, we know a mutual friend of ours, Erica Lopez.
Yes, so, she's great.
Yeah, she works out. What do you think about the gym?
I love it.
And it's nice. Close by, so yeah.
Yeah, it's very clean. They keep up with it. I love that you have 24-hour access to it. That's amazing. Also, you don't find that in Jersey unless it's a 24-hour gym.
Right.
So I love it. It's a nice
gym. And he's
gym.
growing and expanding. So yeah, shout out to Gold's Gym in Huntersville. I've shot there. It's a great gym. And he is a premier sponsor also of the Charlotte Pro coming up next week.
Yep.
So obviously you didn't come down here for nothing.
No.
You came to shoot.
Yes.
So you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get behind this. We're about to shoot Melissa Guerrero, NPC wellness competitor. I'm Glenn Young for Amazon's fitness magazine, coming out on 1 May. Why photography and video? Because with photos worth 1,000 words, videos worth 1,000,000. We'll see you soon.